Hi Pisces, welcome to your monthly tarot reading with me, Raphael Ray from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. My dear Pisceans, I am so sorry about the last month's video. As you can see, new digs, Uranus in Taurus is taking no prisoners. It was a really hard month for me and I just needed some time to separate. So what with the move and everything else that I had going on, I'm really truly sorry, and I want to thank you so much for continuing to support me even though I didn't give you your video last month. So with that said, July 2018, I would like to bless both of these decks with all forms of love, like peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what your actions and your interactions with the world at large have in store for you this month. The Star card. Oh, this is beautiful. This is about hope. It's about optimism. It's about a glimpse into the future. When you see the Star card, you can guarantee, I mean, it's ruled by the sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius is actually your 12th house, which is an interesting one for the 12th, actually. I've never thought about that. I will go into that one day. Very exciting. So the Star card as an experience is one of hope for the future. It's one of optimism. When you see the Star card, you're about to get an opportunity that you've never had before. You're about to be given an opportunity to achieve something that you've never been able to do before. You're about to be given a chance or a glimpse into your future, and it's one that's filled with hope. When you see the Star card, that is one of the big taglines for hope. One of the big taglines for the Star card is hope. Another is trust. You know, this is it's a card of astrology. The Star card represents far places like, if you're in the UK, you're talking America. You know, it actually represents the country of America. So your actions and your interactions this month are going to see you doing things in a new way. They're going to see you looking towards your future in a new way. They're going to see you bright and happy and positive and postulating, actually, what does my future hold? And more importantly, what can I make my future hold? Because the thing about the Star card is it represents the sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius is actually the sign that's all to do with dreams of the future. Where can I take something? Where can I go? It's about humanitarian efforts. It's about your tribe. It's about finding the people that can support you and help you achieve your goals and your dreams. You know, so the Aquarius, or the 11th house, is all to do with your hopes and your dreams and your wishes and your goals, and how you get to them and how people can facilitate you getting to them. You know, and that, to me, what is more hopeful than that? You know, what is more blessed than that? This is asking you to think about what you want your future to be. Your actions and your interactions is what you do. It's what you do with yourself. It's what you choose to do. It's what you feel moved to do. And when you see the Star card in your actions and your interactions, it kind of says that your footsteps this month are blessed. You are walking on rare ground. You know, it's rare that you have, the way that I'm feeling this, the way that I feel it in my body, is it's like you're walking through the month and it's like, you know, don't get reckless and be like, I dare you to challenge me, but it's almost like nothing can touch you this month. You know, you've got the Star card, and the Star card's just like, I'm clearing all obstacles out of your path. I'm giving you a clear glimpse of your goals, of your future, of what you can achieve, of where you could find yourself years from now. You know, that's the other thing as well with the Star card, is it's a glimpse into the future, but it's a glimpse far into the future, like 17 to 21 years into the future. So this kind of says to me that the foundations that you lay this month, you know, July is going to be an interesting month for everybody anyway, because we've got the eclipses. the foundations that you lay this month could very well set the stage for you for a very long time to come. And it starts with this month. It starts with your optimism. It starts with your hope. It starts with your glimpse into the future. It starts with what you decide your biggest goal is right now. Okay, so your money and your materials. You get the Hierophant. Okay, so this is an interesting one to have, the Hierophant, in the money and material sector. Some people say it represents Taurus. It has links to Taurus, definitely, but I see that this is about the status quo. It's about the rules and regulations. Look at this as well. You've got two major cards out of two potentials already. And the Hierophant is the status quo. It's banks, it's financial institutions, it is churches, it's all of, you know, things that are considered higher institutions. So not just like you know, hospitals, universities, stuff like that is more to do with the emperor. Whereas the Hierophant is the church, it's the government, it's the banks, it's the financial institutions, it's the ones that govern life, you know, on a day-to-day sort of level. And when you get the Hierophant card in your money and your materials, it's asking you to get really serious about what you want, about, you know, about creating what you want as well. So you've got the glimpse into the future, you've got the hope, you've got the you setting the stage, and then you get the Hierophant card that says, right, now you need to start laying the foundations. Of any building, there's always a thing called a cornerstone. This month, I think you're going to be laying the cornerstone to your future, Pisces. I think this month something is just going to click for you, and you're going to say, right, that's the first step. And to give you an example of this experience, 3 years ago, I moved back to my hometown. I left a relationship, and I came back, I had nothing but the shirt on my back. And I remember sitting, this is in my mum's spare room, and this is why I'm giving you, you'll get what I'm talking about now. I remember sitting in my mum's spare room, back, I've got no money, literally just got like the worst job ever, working in like a food retail shop, and I was unhappy, and I was like, and one day I sat in my room and I said to myself, not only will this not always be my experience, but I'm going to do something today that my future self will thank me for. And that day, I remember saying to myself, one day I want to be on YouTube and I want to be reading tarot and da-da-da-da. And I'd had that goal for a long time, but I'd never done anything about it. And this specific day, I remember sitting in my room and I was really, really beat up inside and emotionally turbulent. And I was like, okay, I need to do something that my future self is going to thank me for. And I sat and I went on YouTube, and I said, what am I going to call my page? And I had this idea, and I was like, Reydiant Reality, with my surname as the Ray, Reydiant Reality. And I was like, okay, that works. I like it. It's quirky. It's raff. And I remember setting the thing up, and I was like, but you know, I haven't got any content, and I'm not ready yet. And I said to myself at that moment, because then the thoughts of, oh, well, you know, you just set up the page and now you're not going to put anything on it. And I was like, nah, I'm not having any of that. I've set up the page, and when the time is right and I am ready, I will do this. I will get out there and I will create my page. Anyway, fast forward, I think it was like a year later, and I, you know, started doing all of my stuff. And then when I went back and I was like, okay, now it's time to create my own thing, I went click, oh my gosh, I've already got my channel, I've already named it, it's already there. And I just had to sign in and start posting content. And that was my cornerstone. Today, I have almost 23,000 subscribers. This month, Pisces, you are laying your cornerstone. And I got goosebumps as I tell you that story, because I was really in a difficult place at the time. And I remember what it was like to say to myself, I'm not sure where I will be from here, but I know that one day I'll be able to, one day I will be able to look back and say, I remember that feeling, and I will be able to pass something positive on to somebody else to say, wherever you are now is not what matters. Where you see yourself and decide to be is what matters. This month, you are laying your cornerstone, and I can promise you, your future self will thank you for it. So you get up, you lay that fucking stone, and you start building. All right? Anyway, enough of all of that. Your communications this month. This is why I love what I do. You get this, you get the Ten of Cups, one of the lightest, and the only card that trumps this is the Sun. You know, the Ten of Cups is complete emotional fulfillment. It's complete wish fulfillment. It's happiness, it's beauty, it's love, it's grace. It's the achievement of something that makes you so happy that you cannot help but smile. And it would brighten all of your darkest days. Your communications this month will see you learning something from somebody, or being given an opportunity from somebody that elevates everything that you do from here on in. The Star card in your actions gives you a glimpse into the future, and it gives you more hope than you ever thought you could possibly have. That hope is going to filter out into everything that you do. It's going to attract the right people, the right job, the right finances, the right, you know, it can even bring you the right vibrancy and health that you need to sustain yourself, to do what it is that you want to do, to build what it is that you want to build. This month, you'll find that you're having communications or conversations with people that turn into lucrative ideas that come to you spontaneously. This could see you also getting opportunities to create the happiest home that you've ever had in your life. The Star card and the Ten of Cups is saying that your interactions and your actions, your interactions in your communications, your actions in your communications is saying this is total wish fulfillment. What you can see now, what you can decide that you want and need in your life can be something so amazing and so positive. And you know, the Ten of Cups is about achievement. It's about wish fulfillment. So whatever cornerstone you lay this month, you lay it with every bit of love that you have. Right, your heart and your half. So this is about your relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, husband, wife, girlfriend, or even just your family. You know, it's all of your relationships. You have the Hermit card. Now the Hermit card has been really active this month. The Hermit card, the Chariot card, the Court cards have been really active this month, and this kind of tells me that there's big things happening for everybody. There's big exciting things, big exciting changes and shifts happening. For those of you that are partnered, this is going to see you guys getting very conservative. It's going to see you keeping your relationship out of the public eye. This is going to see a part of you wanting to keep your relationship and your work separate. This is going to see you wanting to keep your emotional involvements separate from everything and everyone else. For those of you that are single, the type of partner that you will be meeting will be somebody that's, somebody that supports you, because this person is going to be very earthy. Even if they're not an earth sign, they will have a very earthy texture about them. You know, this sign this represents Virgo. This card has links. It's not Taurus itself, but it has links to Taurus. This is about, it's about withdrawal. It's about, you know, and the interesting thing is, the way that I feel this is, you're going to be taking time this month. If you're single, Pisces, you're going to be taking time this month really just to recharge your batteries, just to pull away and say, okay, you know what, I'm not going to chase the right partner. I'm going to let the right partner find me. And in doing so, the right partner will find you. That's, you know, simple attraction. That's how it works, and that's how it's going to work. It's really exciting in family ties. So your actions and your heart and your half, this is kind of selling, you know, you've got three major cards here as well. So your moments of aloneness and your hope for the future, This is about you balancing those. On the days where you aren't able to cultivate that feeling, send yourself a message. Say to yourself, I need to continue to have this. I need to continue having that hope and sending that vibration out. One of the things that I often do as well in my own personal practice, on days where I feel really, really powerful, or where I feel really happy or really hopeful, I will send some of that feeling that I have right now, and I will literally say to myself, I still myself down and I say, I send my future self some of this energy, some of this power. I send my future self some of this good feeling. So on a day where I'm not feeling great, on a day where I'm not feeling good, that energy comes from somewhere if I can't create it within myself. So technically it has come from me, but it's come from a me that was more powerful than I'm feeling at this moment in time. Don't know why it works, but it works for me. If it's something that works for you, please try it. Let me know how you get on with it. So that's that. The Star card and the Hierophant, this is saying, you know, like I said to you earlier, this for me is about you laying your cornerstone. This is about you finding something there. Your communications this month is a blessing of some sort coming to you. Your heart and your half and your communications says it's right for you to enjoy your blessings, and it's right for you to enjoy your alone time as well. Get selective about what and who you allow into your life. Your key for the month, look at that, the High Priestess. The High Priestess is about your intuition. It's about your intuition speaking up. It's a deeply spiritual card. She's subjective. She is all things watery. She's all things psychic. She's, you know, she shares a lot of links with Pisces, although the High Priestess is Cancer. So this is about you tapping into your intuition. Just because you can't see something physically with your own eyes does not mean that it isn't shaping up for you in your life. And if you can tap into that energy, I can promise you this month you will remember as the one that changed your life. Pisces, I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. Have an amazing month. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up, share the video as well if you like. Also, I would be eternally grateful if you could do that. And the other thing is that so many people resonate with my work is astounding to me, and I still just can't believe it. So thank you so much for all of you that have already subscribed. If you feel to donate to the channel, you can do so. We would be eternally grateful for it, but of course that is your choice. Have an amazing month, and I will see you very soon for the eclipse specials. Take care.